go out there, be the best I can be, and earn everything you're given.
Chris Streveler, day 3 of rookie camp in the books. I guess before we get into the football stuff, I really want to know what a lot of fans are curious about and Winnipeg sports historians are curious about. Where is the fur coat?
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Of course.
So, look, my girlfriend at the time when we won the cup, she's from Winnipeg. It was her mom's coat. Pretty sure it's still at their house. So I got to hit her up and get that coat back because I get asked that question way too many times for me to keep answering it like that. So I'll have to reach out to her and make sure I get my hands on that thing.
You know, if you donated that to charity in like an auction, it would get, you would be helping out a charity a lot.
Yeah. I don't think it needs to sit in my closet, but I think it needs to go somewhere, whether it's charity or I know after the Grey Cup, I think the Hall of Fame was kind of looking for it. So, it probably deserves to be somewhere other than getting dusty in a closet. So I'll have to reach out and see what we can't work out.
So we know you've popped up to Winnipeg a couple times to, reacclimate yourself with a city that has grown to love you, and you've said you've grown to love as well. But now that you're back here to play football, how does it feel to be back in Winnipeg?
It's really exciting, man. I mean, stepping out here day one, brand new turf, beautiful day. Being out here with the guys, and obviously the vets aren't here yet, but just being back on a football field and playing ball is extremely exciting. I've been sitting at home since last August, just wondering what the future holds, whether I'm going to get a call from the NFL, whether I'm done playing, what that looks like. And so for the opportunity to present itself to come back here where my whole entire pro football journey started is something that's extremely special to me, and I think it's pretty well documented. This place holds a really special place in my heart.
A lot of people don't talk about that, those anxieties that pro athletes have, especially in the NFL, where you do not know what tomorrow is going to bring and whether you got to pack a bag and jump on a plane or what might be. Is it reassuring to know that, you got a commitment from Winnipeg, Winnipeg's got a commitment from you, and, you're a Winnipeg Blue Bomber?
I mean, you got to earn it every day in this business, no matter who you are, right? So that's always my mindset, is take advantage of every day. But there is something a little bit refreshing about not wondering if I'm going to get cut every single day and have my stuff in a black garbage bag, right? So my mindset's always go out there, be the best I can be, and earn everything you're given, but also to have just a little bit of sense of security with people I'm familiar with. People in this building know what I'm about, know who I am, and I'm not the new guy having to prove myself like I had to do every single time I was in the NFL. So that is refreshing, but again, you got to earn everything every day.
Yeah. You were a young guy when you came here the first time. Yeah. How much different do you feel? Because you probably learned a lot with your time in the States.
I mean, I'm the same person, but I'm not the same person. It's my mindset, my work ethic, and what I bring to a team in terms of who I am is the same, but the perspective I have on football and dealing with adversity and all of that perspective is so different. I mean, when you bounce around, you get cut 4, 5, 6 times, and you got to continue to be the new guy and earn your stripes, and you get to sit in a room with some of the best guys in the world and soak up information from them and continue to work on your own craft for 5 years. It makes you a different player, makes you a different person, and I mean that in all the best ways. I'm still going to work as hard as I can every single day, and I'm still going to be a high-energy, positive, fun guy, but my perspective on football is so different, and I have a very new appreciation for being able to play. Having sat at home and not knowing if I'm going to play again, I don't take any of this for granted. I don't take any day where I get to be out here with the guys for granted, because I saw firsthand how quick it could end. One injury in the preseason, and you're not sure what's happening. So I don't take it for granted, and I'm just so excited to be here.
When it comes to football on the field, what did you learn in the NFL that maybe is applicable to the Canadian game?
Look, I mean, just having conversations with so many coaches, so many quarterbacks, and seeing how they think about the game, and schematic things that getting to sit down with Zach, a dude who's been around this game for so long, and getting to bounce ideas off each other we're only a couple days in, and it's already been extremely exciting. So I know me, him, and Buck, and all the other guys in the room are going to continue to have those great conversations and build this offense into what it can be, right? So it's been really fun, and I think those are the things that I'm able to bring to a room. When you're a first, second-year guy, you're just kind of like, whatever they say, you're just like, okay, that sounds great. But now we're able to have those discussions and kind of take it to level 2. Like, if they're doing this, what have we done in the past? What have you seen? Maybe we can do this. So it's exciting to have those conversations, and we're going to have plenty of them throughout the season.
How would you describe Buck Pierce's offense? And maybe, I know fans are really curious about what your role is going to be in 24.
I haven't even had a real practice yet. We've
no
been
secrets,
out here doing, so yeah. So, it's I think as camp goes on and the season goes on, all that stuff kind of takes care of itself. I'm never a guy that's worried about my own opportunity. I'm just worried about doing what I can to help the team win, whatever that looks like. But in terms of Buck, man, it's really exciting to be back in the room with him again. I mean, I just love the way he views the game. Obviously, a dude that played the game at such a high level up here, so he knows what it looks like. Yeah. I love playing for coaches who have played the game at a professional level, especially as a quarterback, because it's such a unique position. And he understands what it takes. He understands what it looks like. And so, man, he's a lot of stuff is kind of similar at a base level, but he's made so many great tweaks to the offense and things that they've experienced over the last 4 or 5 years when I've been gone, little tweaks that they've had success with. And so it's been really fun kind of diving into like, hey, this is how we used to do it. This is how we're doing it now a little bit differently because this is what we saw in 2021 and we've had success. And just having all those conversations jump back in has been awesome.
I wanted to ask you about your time with Joe Flacco, because it sounded like you guys became pretty close friends, and those early mornings in the steam room or the sauna, whatever it was. What's maybe something you learned from a veteran NFL quarterback that has succeeded on the highest stage and had such a impressive long career?
Yeah. I mean, Joe, it was funny, man, because it just kind of organically happened where we're all like, man, have you guys been hearing about the sauna cold tub stuff? We should try it. So me, him, and Mike White, we all just sauna every morning, cold tub every morning. We ended up loving it. I'm still doing it to this day, and I didn't even know Zach was doing it. I asked him the other day, I'm like, what's your process like? He's like, well, I sauna cold tub in the morning. I'm like, let's go. That's going to be awesome. So that was fun. But, being in the room with those guys, it's just, I always love to ask guys about their process because everyone has a different process. How do you prepare for the week? What do you start with film-wise? Like, what are you looking at? And because there's so much information you got to work throughout a week. And so taking bits and pieces from everybody, but also getting to sit in those rooms and talk about how these guys view the game beyond just like, okay, this is the pass play. Like, here's the protection. Here's the check down. Like, how can we get guys in an optimal position? Where are my hots? What are my issues? And just kind of taking it to that next level. And part of that's just growing up and getting older in this game, but also that's accelerated by getting to sit around with some of the best guys in the world to do it. So you should see the notebooks I have, just sitting down with those guys. I'm just writing everything down. Like, oh, what'd you say, Aaron? Yeah, write it down. Yeah. So, a ton of knowledge, and I'm excited to just bring that to the room and try to apply that here.
You guys, quarterbacks, you guys are intellects, clearly, with taking the notes and the study and the work in the room. But, you made a point of pointing out the music that you enjoyed listening to with Joe, Thames and the Afro beats, that sort of thing. That's music that I've been enjoying for 3 or 4 years now.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, I like Thames. Why was that important for you to share? Is it just energize you a little bit, that music?
Yeah, it's just high energy, man, and that's kind of who I am. It's like open-minded, high energy, and like that's not who I expected Joe to be. And then as you get to know him, that's who he is. And I think people view quarterbacks and football players as just football players, but we're people, man. We all have things we're interested in outside of this game. Yeah. When we're in the building, we're doing everything we can to win games and help the team. But we all have lives outside of this. And the more you get to know players and their families and their lives and their hobbies and things they like, it just helps you view them more as people. So that's cool. I didn't know you were into Thames. Not a lot of people are, but she's starting to get big. But
well, I was going to leave you with like anybody else that you recommend?
You know what? So, like, along the same lines as Thames, there's another girl that's coming out of Africa, Tyla. She just dropped a little album. She's kind of been blowing up a little bit. Along those same lines, like Burna Boy, I've been kind of getting into him. Larry June, he's a Cali rapper. It's not as much the same vibe, but that's kind of someone I was listening to this morning. So, I kind of bounce around a little bit. I'll listen to a little bit of everything.
Burna Boy is what got me started on it.
Yeah.
But like Libyanka, favorite of mine.
I don't know that.
Fireboy DML.
Okay, you're putting me. I've heard of Fireboy.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Libyanka.
Libyanka.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. She's a lot like Thames. She's got some good stuff.
Yeah, you got to send me that stuff because I got to look it up. I'm always looking for. I'm such a music guy. Every month on Spotify, I do like a 40, 50 song playlist that I'm just listening to for the month. So I'm always looking for new recommendations.
I'll get permission first, but we'll connect.
Dude,
on
I didn't expect that out of you, man. That's big time.
I appreciate it. Thanks for joining Bonfire Sports.
Thank you, dude.